Alright guys, this is Nevin here, and in this video I'm going to walk you through step by step our SEO onboarding process. So whenever we take you from completely brand new, just getting started, to kind of up through the process of getting you ranked, it's a pretty simple step by step process, but there's a lot that needs to fall into place early on. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what to expect with this form. If you fill out this form that you're on right now to the best of your abilities, and then we're going to send you some emails with some more to-do steps, but hopefully we can get this process completed within a couple of days here, and then we should have you ranking hopefully pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and hop in here. Kind of this first little checklist we're going to cover is going to be very simple. It's a very simple checklist. The first thing we need is your NAP information. So that's your basic business info, your name, address, your phone number, your website URL, that basic information that's going to be displayed across different directories online. The next thing is going to be your service area. So we want to know exactly where we are trying to target and where do we want to show up at, right? And so normally what we do is we'll take, let's say your business address is in a particular city. We could take a radius, right? Maybe you could go every single city or town or suburb within a 30-mile radius or a 20-mile radius, or really just depends on you and your company, right? All right. Once we have that information, once we know where we're targeting, once we know your business information, we're going to work on optimizing your most important online business pages, and that's by far going to be your Facebook page and your Google page. Then we're going to work on creating a content plan. Now, I only work with pressure washing companies, so I have a ton of content already created, whether it be blog posts, images, videos for pressure washing to get you ranked quickly. So the content plan is going to be pretty easy. It's pretty much already mapped out on our end. It's just a matter of plugging it in for you and getting it set up. Then we're going to set up the tools to track the data, because when we're doing SEO for you, it's really important that you have the data to look at, to see if we're getting you good results, and really just track the results of the page. We want to see which pages are performing well, but we also want you to have access to those tools. So we're going to set up Google Search Console, and I'm going to show you how to do it, right? So this video is going to be a little bit on the long end, but I'm probably going to break it down into segments and hopefully make it easier to follow along with, through the course of this, or through the process of this form here. But let's hop right into it. Okay, so the business NAP, again, name, address, phone number. This is the data that Google's going to use across the web to identify your business. Here I just took a little screenshot of my company, and this is pressure washing near me. You can see EcoClean pops up, my phone number, my business name. Now the Google My Business does not have my address on here, because I have it set as a service-based business, where customers do not come to our address, okay? Which is what you're probably going to want to set it up for your company as well. All right. So, of course, the more of these you have, this is going to kind of get into your local business directories. So this name, address, phone number is what you're going to use to create your business directories, like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor. And let's go ahead and hop into it. It should be the next one here. Yep. All right. So again, like I said, the NAP is just your name, phone number, address, website link. This is basically what Google's going to use to kind of identify your business. Excuse me. All right. All right, now the most important online business profiles that we're going to set up early on. So now that you filled out your information, getting into setting up your online business profiles, Google My Business is number one. We need to get that taken care of. Your business Facebook page is also very, very important now. At this stage in the game, if you do not have either one of these set up, you're in good hands. We can set it all up for you. Now, if you do have them set up, just click that you do have them set up. We're going to show you how to add us as a manager, or you can add me as a manager to the account. And I'm going to log in, and we're going to make sure everything's optimized for your services, your products. And then we want to start posting a couple images with links back to your website. So we want to start creating internal links, right? So imagine it, you want to have your Facebook page with multiple links to different pages on your website. Your website links to your Facebook page, your Google My Business. Your Google My Business links to your Facebook, your Yelp links to your website. And you're creating a bunch of these internal links. It's like a web. And the stronger that web is, or the more connections you have, the more links you have to relevant, useful content, the better that is, the better you're going to rank. So Google My Business, Facebook, and YouTube are the most important ones. If you don't have them yet, I'll set them up for you. If you already have them, go ahead and add me, and then that'll be one of the first most important steps we'll take care of is making sure that it's optimized for your keywords and your location. And then of course part 4 is the business citations like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. These are just online citations that give a backlink to your website. And again, the more backlinks you build up, the higher you're going to start ranking. Yep. Now, these are just a couple of screenshots of examples why I say that Facebook is so important, YouTube is so important, Google My Business, and then of course your website overall. So these are just screenshots you could see here for power washing and then one of my main service areas. You can see here my Facebook page here. A Facebook video is actually ranked in Google here on that page, and then actually 2 videos from my Facebook page are ranked on Google on the front page there. Now YouTube, you can see another example, power washing service in Hummelstown. This is another one of my main service areas for, again, one of my root keywords. So power washing is one of my root keywords, and that's most people's root keyword. And you also have pressure washing, house washing, roof cleaning, gutter cleaning, soft washing, exterior cleaning. Those are some of the top root keywords. And then you've got longer tail keywords, which are things like house washing prices near me and stuff like that, right? Things that are longer, more than 3 or 4 words or so. Then down here, of course, you've got the Google My Business listing. Everybody's heard of that. Everybody knows what that is, or you should by now at least. And then down here in the bottom right is just the standard website. So this is a misconception a lot of people have with SEO is they think it's just a website. Oh, I rank number 1 in my city. It's a lot more than that. Because if you can rank number 1, maybe your website ranks number 1, plus you rank in the map pack, plus a YouTube video ranks on the front page, plus Yelp, a lot of your competitors might have 1 listing on the front page, but if you can get to the point where you rank not only for power washing, you also rank number 1 for pressure washing, soft washing, exterior cleaning, and not only do you rank once, but you might have multiple listings on the front page. You might have multiple pages from your website, multiple videos, Facebook pages, and if you have, like, I've seen people dominate to that extent, and I'm going to show you some examples here of some keywords that I dominate to that extent, right? And that's really the SEO game. You need to know which keywords you need to dominate for and which locations. And once you know your keywords, you start with the root keywords, and then you kind of factor in some of those longer tail keywords. You can really dominate search results, and it's not as hard as people really think or believe. Now let me show you, I think, some more examples on the next slide here. Okay, so these are local business directories. So obviously we've talked about YouTube, Facebook, Google My Business, the major ones. This is just a couple examples of my business showing up. Now again, I use my business as an example because it's mine, and I'm obviously have permission to share it with as an example. I don't like to use other people's, especially paying customers and clients, as examples. So that's why you're seeing EcoClean, which is my company, as an example. Now you could see here porch.com. I just used Facebook again. I thought it was pretty cool because you guys already saw it showing up in the other search result, but here it is coming up with just a link to my Facebook page. MapQuest, and then House. Now I think these were all for search terms, power washing in Harrisburg. Now these were not the first page. These were second, third page, but they're still ranking, right? Which the higher those backlinks rank, the higher your actual website will rank because they're higher quality backlinks, if that makes sense. All right, so now that we have your business information, step 1 squared away, we got your online profile set up, we need to take into account your actual service area. Because, listen, let's say you live in, for example, Camp Hill, and your service area is a 20 or 30 mile radius. It does you no good if you have a job, 45 miles away from you, if you don't travel that far. So we're not going to spend any amount of time or attention targeting areas that don't serve us. We're only going to target extremely specifically. We're going to create pages for every single city in our service area. So by the time it's all said and done, your website, and I'll show you an example of my website, your website's going to end up having it could literally have over 400, 500 pages by the time it's all said and done, targeting specific keywords, and again, going to show you some examples of my own website, how I'm doing it, my strategy, and, show you working in person, right? All right, so now that we know your service area, and that's the easy part, we just take where you located, let's say whatever city it is, right? And then tell me it's a 20-mile radius or a 30-mile radius or whatever. It could be a 100-mile radius, doesn't matter. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to do some research. We're going to build a list of every single town, suburb, city inside of your service area. And then we're going to create a page on your website targeting that area for each keyword. So now this is the point where you pick your keywords. So yeah, I just threw in this little template here, and I just threw in some of the top keywords for our industry. So you got pressure washing, power washing, soft washing, house washing, roof cleaning, commercial pressure washing, window cleaning, gutter cleaning, deck and fence cleaning. All right, so you could basically pick. I would recommend starting with about 5 to 6 keywords to really take super seriously, and really think about what are your most profitable services. Is it roof cleaning? And for a lot of guys, it is. Or maybe you want to go mainly commercial pressure washing. You can do that as well. Obviously, power washing is always the main one. Pressure washing, I kind of combine power washing and pressure washing into one, and I use them interchangeably because that's how a lot of search users use them as well. Right. So once we've done all of that, right? Once we know where we're targeting, who we're targeting, what keywords we're targeting, and we have our base kind of our base to work with. Now we can go in and start setting up your online profile, optimizing your website. One of the very first things we want to do is set up Google Search Console, because what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to start tracking results. And now you can see here is just a screenshot of my personal website. Again, I'm going to actually show you, once I'm done with the presentation, I'm going to dive in and show you some examples here. But it's extremely important to set this up, because what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to track the data of our website. How well is our website performing? Are we ranking at all for certain keywords? What keywords are we ranking for? What keywords are we getting clicks for? And Google Search Console is going to let you track that. It's also going to let you track how your website has grown over time. And if you're brand new, if your website is brand new, you want to track that data. It's important that you track that data. It's extremely important that you track that data, because when you track that data, it's working, it's not working, what you need to fix, what you can, maybe do better at, that kind of stuff. So we want to set up Google Search Console. Now, whenever we set up an SEO campaign, you're also going to have access to the back-end statistics of the website. And we're going to send out either weekly or monthly, and I think we're probably going to go with weekly email. We're going to send you a weekly email with stats of the website. So it's going to be all automated, and you can look at the statistics for the website for that particular week. And then you'll always be able to log into the website at any point and check the statistics as well. All right. So just to cover real quickly and briefly what all is included whenever you purchase SEO from us. So whenever you go through and set this up, we charge $497 per month for SEO. So it's basically $500 per month for SEO. And we have a cancel anytime policy as of right now. So there's no contracts. You don't have to sign up for 6 months or anything like that. Although probably would be smart. If you're going to get any value out of SEO, you probably do it for a minimum of 3 to 4 months, I would say. Now, of course, if you set up the base and you build a good foundation, time is a big factor as well. But it's one of those things, like the sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to rank anyhow. So I just want to cover what exactly is going to be included in the setup phase and then on the month-to-month phase. So, once you get it set up, what exactly is included in that? And then if you go with a month-to-month basis, what exactly is included in that? And is that even worth it? And for some cases, it may not be worth it. If you live in a very low populated area, it may not be worth it. If you live in a, normal, like me, populated area, then it may very well be worth it. But yeah, everything that's included in the setup is optimizing all of your on-site SEO. So that's things like your headers, your titles, your page descriptions. That's really the most important thing, because it tells Google what your website is about. And that's one of the, your headers, your titles, your alt text. That's what Google uses to match your website up to customer search queries or people on Google who are making Google searches. Google's going to use those keywords to match your website up to those searches. Then what we're going to do is we're going to create a page for each specific location. Like I said, we're going to have you create, or we're, if we're doing your SEO, you're going to basically tell us what your service city is, your main service city. And then we're going to create a radius around that service city, and then build a database of every single town and suburb within that service radius. That way, you're not only showing up in the city that you live in, because obviously you're going to show up right there. You want to show up in your entire search radius. So we want to have a page on your website for every single service or every single location that you service, right? And so this is how a page, like a standard website with no SEO, might have 10 pages. A website on SEO could very quickly, after a couple of months, get up to 400 or 500 pages, like I stated earlier. So, and when you have that many pages, imagine you're targeting so many more keywords that you're coming up for so many more results than your competitors don't even really have a chance if they don't have that much content. So that's really one thing we try to do to separate ourselves. And again, I'm going to show you some examples of this in play. Then we're also going to write at least one blog post, normally two, in the first month to get you started. Blog posts are incredibly valuable and incredibly underused, so we're going to get you covered with that. And we're going to optimize your Google My Business. I already covered that. We're going to optimize your Facebook page. Covered that. Then we're going to post 5 SEO dense posts to Facebook. So for those of you who didn't know, you can actually get a Facebook post to rank inside of Google. It has to do with the heading, the way you name the file, and then the way that you link it out. You can actually, it's actually possible, and then obviously it can drive traffic. So we want to get 5 of those in the first month. Then we want to post a minimum of 3 videos specific to your channel with your, and it could be roof cleaning, gutter cleaning, house washing, whatever the main keywords you're targeting are. Those are the videos we're going to create for you. And we already have videos on deck, on file. We edited them a little bit, customize them to your brand. They're already pretty much ready to go for pressure washing. You just customize them to your brand a little bit, and then we'll be ready to roll. So then we're going to create 50 My Map citations, which are like within Google Maps. You can go in and create customized little maps with links back to your site, and I'll show you how to do that as well. It's going to have a little bit of an increase on your local SEO, and I'll show you why. The next thing is, again, setting up the top 50 business citations. So that's like Yellow Pages, Yelp, the backlinks, which point back to your website. Then we also, and this honestly should have been maybe addressed sooner, but we want to research your competitors. We want to know who's currently ranking well, and not only who is ranking well, but what are they doing? What are they doing that we're not doing? And then, how can we capitalize on that? And then this is also, like I said on the previous slide, we're going to start doing the data tracking, Google Search Console, and we're going to start monitoring the data and tracking the results. So that's where all that begins, right? So that's everything that happens in the setup phase. Now, on an ongoing basis, now you might be thinking, what if I just want to pay you for just the setup phase? I'm not ready to commit to a monthly payment. And that's actually okay, because if you do that, wait, hold on, let me pause this real quick. Sorry about that, fellas. Just got a text message there. I had to attend to, but yeah. So with monthly SEO, you're gonna get 2 blog articles, 2 videos minimum, 30 location-specific pages. So it's 30 new pages every month added to your website. 5 Facebook posts, of course, Google Search Console data tracking, and then the weekly update. Now, all of this ties together. There's a strategic reason why we do blog posts, video, and Facebook posts. They all tie into one another. They all come back and kind of tie in. And honestly, the 5 Facebook posts should also say 5 Google My Business posts as well. And these images that you're posting are optimized images. So basically what I mean by an optimized image is the file name contains a keyword, the alt text contains keywords, and then the description also contains keywords. And the keywords could be whatever particular keyword we're targeting in that case, right? Whether it's rust removal or graffiti removal or pressure, it really just doesn't matter. Any keyword that we're targeting right there, we're going to use that in the title of the videos, the title of the blog posts, And then we're going to create location-specific pages and then embed them on the blog post. Now that I've talked about it, let me show you an example of what I mean. So one keyword that I was not ranking for very much at all, and now I'm dominating in my local area, is brick, paver, power washing, and Mechanicsburg. So there we show up right here. But then what you'll notice is my website for that particular keyword shows up number one, right? Now when we scroll down a little bit more, my video shows up number two, my Facebook page shows up number three, and again, YouTube, Facebook. So this is a real life example of how we can make use of these tools to actually show up inside of Google. And then of course, eventually you scroll on far enough, you start seeing some competitors and whatnot pop up. But another, well actually let me show you. You click onto it, and you'll notice this is nothing more than just a blog post. And then once they click here, of course, now they're on my website, they could click the schedule quote button, or they could come down here. And let me show you this here. So on the gutter cleaning page, you can see here we're targeting the keyword gutter cleaning services and central pin. So this is an example of a blog post. We're targeting the keyword gutter cleaning service. And again, there's gutter cleaning more. There's an image. Again, the image is completely 100% optimized for gutter cleaning. Gutter cleaning again, more keywords, another image. And then here we have links to all of our service areas. Okay. So let me just show you as an example. Click here. It takes you to a page that says gutter cleaning service in Harrisburg. All right. Let's click back. Now we could also click on this one, and it'll take us to a page that says gutter cleaning service in Middletown. Now you may notice it's a very similar looking page. It looks the exact same. The only difference is the keyword. So this page is targeting Middletown. The other one's targeting Harrisburg. All right. So if somebody in Middletown searched for gutter cleaning companies near me, our Middletown page is going to show up, or be more likely to show up. Now this gutter cleaning page, I want to show you, was published yesterday. Okay. Literally yesterday. October 17th, and I believe a lot of these pages were either published yesterday or the day before. But what I like to do, whenever there's a particular area where we're trying to rank in, if I'm ever trying to test the results, I'll just go in and do a search. So let's see here, find Harrisburg, because Harrisburg is our main area. So gutter cleaning service in Harrisburg, just copy the header and search for it in Google and see where you're ranking. And that's one of the best ways to do it. Now, of course, we're ranking number one in the map pack. And let's see if that page is popping up on the front page. Okay, that page isn't popping up on the front page, but you also got to keep in mind it's a brand new page, so it's probably going to take, normally takes about a week or so, I want to say. But it could vary, if you're in a more competitive market, it'll take a little bit longer. All right, so we're not ranking on the first page in Google yet for Harrisburg. So we're not ranking on the first page for Harrisburg. But let's check some of the other main areas. So like Hershey's another one. But I know this is another area with a good bit of competition. But like I said, you may not rank on the number one page for one city, but you may rank on the number one page for the neighboring city or the city right over. Right? Okay, that one's not on the first page yet either, which is fine. That's a pretty big area. And again, this page is like a day old, so I'm not really expecting crazy results from it yet. But this is just gutter cleaning. I'll also show you rust removal next. Or maybe I'll do roof cleaning or something. We'll see. Right. Now you can see here in Enola, because apparently there's less competition in Enola. That page, it's only a couple of days old, is, for the root keyword, gutter cleaning service in one of my main service areas, we're on the front page. And the page is only a couple days old, which is the main thing about that. If it were like a really old site, like, a couple of years old or a year old, then it would make more sense. But being such a young site, such a new site, ranking that quickly is pretty cool. Now let's target some of our, let me show you real quickly. Let's see here. Okay, it looks like I don't have roof cleaning listed. Oh yeah, I do. All right, so let's go to the roof cleaning page. All right, and I just want to show you kind of the same type of deal. So when you scroll down here, now I'm targeting a lot more areas for roof cleaning, and this page is a little bit older, so I've been targeting roof cleaning for about a month now on this website, so we may get better results than what we were seeing with gutter cleaning because if we've had more time on our side. So let me just find, again, one of my top areas. So we'll go Hummelstown, and you see this page looks a little bit different. Yeah, I changed up the design a little bit, but again, so you can see I'm targeting Hummelstown on this page multiple times. And what I would like to do is just search, again, because that's my root keyword. So we're not in the map pack, but that's all right. But we are number 2. So we're not in the map pack, but that page is the number 2 website, again, for one of our root keywords and one of our main service areas. So that is extremely valuable. And so that's just kind of a little example as to how that works. Now let me show you kind of Google Search Console. This is going to be what we set up to track your results and track your data. So you can see here the website I currently have the data pulled up for is 717powerwash.com. Keep in mind this website is about 4 months old at this point, or maybe pushing 5 months actually now. But it's about 4 months, so it's a relatively new website. It's pretty much a baby. But what Google Search Console does is it allows you to track the data of your website, search clicks, what keywords you're ranking for, how many pages you have. It'll tell you if you have pages that need fixed. So if you have a page that's affecting your rankability, this will tell you that, and you can easily fix it, right? So let me just show you kind of how this will work, and you'll have access to look at it, and it's a great tool. So this tells you my performance, how many clicks I'm getting. And let me move this little bubble out of the way here. Okay. All right. So you can see 183 clicks. This tells you how many pages we have. So we've got 437 pages. All right. Now, this is really the important section right here. This is performance. So let me go to the last 28 days. Right. So over the last 28 days, pretty much the last month, our website has been shown 9,000, a little over 9,000 times in the search results, and then we've gotten a little over 100 clicks. Now, if you value, like if you, let's say again $10 a click, then that's $1,100 in value just in search traffic over the last 12 months or over the last month. That's the value of SEO, guys. And the great thing that I love about SEO is once you get to a certain point, and unlike Google ads, you can stop paying for SEO. So you don't have to pay for it monthly anymore. And you're going to keep getting numbers like that consistently month after month, which is the beautiful thing about SEO compared to Google ads, right? With Google ads, the moment you turn them off, stop paying for them, traffic stops. SEO, you can stop paying for it or stop putting in work, but the traffic will keep coming. Now that's assuming, you not have extremely, extremely tough competition with people like, down your neck, which is the case in, I guess, some cases, but not really for pressure washing yet. But what I want to show you here, these are the keywords that my website has ranked for. You can see here, there's over 567 different search terms that have been used that Google's displayed my website. And you can see here, roof cleaning, eco clean, power washing, eco clean, pressure washing business near me, soft washing near me, pressure washing versus power washing. Again, how much does it cost to pressure wash a 2-story house? Pressure washing Harrisburg, PA, power washing York, PA, roof cleaning York, PA. Right? You could just keep going. I mean, there's pages and pages and pages on here, right? And I think, let's see if we can't go more rows per page. Let's go 500 rows per page. This will take us back. Okay. Right. Now we can just scroll down. Right. And this is a beautiful thing because this tells us, all right, maybe we're ranking for a word I didn't even realize we were ranking for. But the beautiful thing about this is it lets us know, okay, so we're doing a good job then for certain keywords, right? Especially pressure washing, power washing, roof cleaning. You can see we're ranking for a lot of those search terms. So that's pretty much it for getting set up with SEO, guys. Again, go through the form, fill everything out to the best of your abilities. And then, like I said, you're going to receive some emails with some more information on setting up your campaign. So Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you soon.